Ruby. Recently, I was reminiscing about our first ever time to Las Vegas. We stayed at the Mirage, which is no longer on the Las Vegas Strip, and it got me thinking, with all that I know now, after staying in nearly every Vegas hotel multiple times, where would I stay for my first time ever? Well, today I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 favorite hotels for first timers. I considered a lot of different factors for this video, including different budgets, whether you want to party or just relax. I have got you covered. There's going to be something for everybody on this list. Now, these hotels are in no particular order. However, I did choose one for each sort of traveler, whether you want leisure or you want something really affordable. I've got you covered. I also have some really good honorable mentions at the end. It was really hard to narrow down to just 5. Let's start with what I think is perfect for someone with a budget in mind. This is for those of you that don't want to break the bank, but still want to have a really awesome vacation and are looking for something convenient. So we're talking about Planet Hollywood here. All of my room rates that I'm showing you guys are from booking directly. I always recommend booking direct because you can always adjust your room rate if it goes down. So if Caesars were to lower the rate, I could call and they would change it. But as of the week that I was looking, as low as $98 total with resort fees and taxes for a room at Planet Hollywood. That's a really great price, and the rooms here are nice, especially because the $20 trick works really well here. That's when you hand a $20 bill to the front desk with your credit card and ID and ask if they have any upgrades. I get tons of DMs from you guys saying that this works really well at Planet Hollywood. So if you get upgraded to one of their suites, those are even more amazing, or even just a really good strip view. The location of Planet Hollywood is dead center strip. You're right next to Paris, across from Cosmo and Bellagio, which is why it is so fantastic that this is such a budget-friendly hotel, considering the fact that it is a dead center strip location. The biggest plus, the main reason that this is on my top 5 first timers, is the cheap eats available. You will not overspend on food if you stay at Planet Hollywood. Breakfast alone, you can go to La Salsa or Blondie's. Inside the Miracle Mile, they have a new food hall for lunch. They have an ABC store in here, cheap waters and sodas. You just will be able to have absolutely everything you need within walking distance. So close, so convenient. Now, I would like to list one con for each individual hotel. There's always going to be drawbacks to each one. The pool leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not that it's a bad pool. They have a 21 and up area and a family friendly area. However, no free chairs are on the pool deck proper. The free chairs are all kind of off on the rooftop away. You have to pay if you want a daybed right on the pool deck. So that is a big con in my opinion. But if you're not here for swimming, I think Planet Hollywood is a fabulous option. Next, I want to talk about my partiers. If you are coming to Vegas to party, it is your first time coming to Vegas, you want to go all out, you want to drink, you want to be in a young crowd, I recommend the Flamingo. I saw rooms as cheap this summer for $74, which is really a steal, and you can get suites here for a really cheap rate as well, which is perfect if you're coming with a group and you're planning a party and maybe have drinks in your room. A suite is a great option. Now, the cheapest rooms here are nothing crazy. They're a little older. However, the Flamingo rooms, which is their more renovated rooms, are very nice. They've been refreshed recently and they look really good. Flamingo's main reason for being such a party spot is its brand new Go Pool Day Club. Now, this one's free for anyone to get in, so keep in mind you don't need to be staying at Flamingo to go to this pool. However, walking out of your room and walking straight to the pool is very nice. This day club is a ton of fun. It is a huge party. Beers and wines here, typical price is like $13. Drinks are pricey if you're getting mixed drinks, but that's typical of all Vegas pools. But they have decent food, and The vibe is just great. Now, Flamingo is one of the older properties in Las Vegas, and the casino definitely maintains that old school feel. That could be a con for some. I find that charming. I like that it still kind of has that old school edge to it, but they've added a ton of new additions here. New restaurants like Gordon Ramsay Burger, Pinky's by Lisa Vanderpump, and Havana 1957 are all new food and dining options, and they're all good. I enjoyed each. However, you're also right next to the Link Promenade if you're looking for cheaper food. There's an In-N-Out Burger right there for you. Easy spot to grab something else if you don't want to spend too much on like a quick lunch. The location in general is just very good. You're right across the street from Caesars. You could pop over to the Forum Shops there, right by the Link Promenade and the Link. It's a great spot on Strip, pretty central. So what are the cons? As I said, this is a party spot. So if you want quiet and peace, you want more upscale lodgings, this isn't really that. This is budget friendly, party, total blast, and I think if you're young or young at heart, you'll like the Flamingo, but it's not really for everyone. And as I said, the casino is a little old school, which I enjoy, and I really like gambling there, but could be a miss for some. Okay, we've talked about people on a budget, people coming to party, but what if you want something more high-end? What if you want something more leisurely? My top pick for first-timers would be the Bellagio. I don't think you can get much more iconic than the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. Room rates during the week that I found were about $224 all in. So we're talking a little pricier, and they definitely go up on weekends. These rooms are beautiful. They've been recently redone. They're absolutely gorgeous. Some people don't like that they don't have tubs in the main rooms anymore. However, I think the shower is really nice. Also, the suites are incredible. Of course, those will be more expensive, but they are stunning. If money is no object, you can watch the fountain from your room, and it's truly beautiful. This is just the iconic Vegas hotel. You have the Bellagio fountains. You have the conservatory where you can see the beautiful flower displays. The whole place is like the central hub of Las Vegas. This is considered the center of the Strip. It's always busy. It's always lively. The casino is fabulous, although I don't gamble here a ton, but it is very nice and it's beautiful to walk through. There is just not much more to say other than that the Bellagio is absolutely gorgeous and lots of amazing high-end dining. Two of my favorites, the Mayfair Supper Club is like a dinner and a show, and it's amazing. Lago has a patio where you can dine on the Bellagio fountain, and the food is incredible. For nightlife, lots of really cool bars and lounges. There's a fun speakeasy here, and they have the Pinky Ring now, which is the Bruno Mars live band entertainment bar. There's no filming in here, but it's really cool. And best for last, I think the Bellagio has the best pool in Las Vegas. It's my favorite pool personally. There are a bunch of very large pools and free chairs abound. There are free chairs right up on the edge of the pool. You don't have to pay for those ones if you get there early, first come, first serve. The atmosphere is incredible. It's peaceful, it's tranquil, it's relaxing. I love this pool area, and I think if you're not trying to like have a super loud pool experience, this is the one you're going to want to go to. I think it is magnificent. So what are the cons? I mean, this is, in my opinion, one of the best Vegas hotels. Well, there's no cheap food in here at all. I mean, if you want something cheap, you're going to have to leave the hotel. You're going to need to go to Cosmo or across to Planet Hollywood right across the street in order to eat cheap lunches or cheap breakfasts. So it could add up really quick if you're trying to stay in the hotel and eat. Just keep that in mind. Otherwise, this is such a quintessential Vegas stay, and I think if you did decide to try this one for your first time, you would not be disappointed. Okay, I want to give you a downtown option, you guys. Downtown is giving the Strip a run for its money. They're not nickel and diming as bad in terms of a bunch of extra fees. They have more affordable food and drink options. And a lot of people are really enjoying how easy it is to walk around downtown, especially if you're a gambler and you want to hop around casinos, which is why I would recommend Circa. Circa room rates around $190 on the weekdays and a little bit more on weekends. Do keep in mind, this is going to be a pricier one for downtown. It is 21 and up only, meaning no children inside of this place at all. That can be a huge plus for some of you. The rooms here are amazing. They are basically suites. They're very large, spacious, blue and gold and big floor-to-ceiling windows. They're absolutely beautiful rooms. They are head-to-head with some of the higher-end ones on Strip. Honestly, very impressive rooms. They also have stadium swim here for their pool. This is so cool. A massive screen is basically in front of 8 little pools, and they play sports and different games and kind of watch parties. They do UFC events here, and you can swim all year round. The pools are heated to the perfect temperature all year. So even in the dead of winter, these are basically hot tubs. It's fantastic. So if you're coming slightly off season and you're worried about being able to swim, maybe end of October, beginning of November, Circa's a fantastic choice for you. Keeping in the theme of sports, the sports book is second to none. This is the best one in Las Vegas, in my opinion. If you are coming for March Madness or football season or any sort of sports season that you really want to enjoy it in style, the sportsbook at Circa does not disappoint. It is absolutely fantastic. Great dining here at Circa. 8 East is one of my favorites. It's an Asian restaurant. It's amazing. Sagina's Deli, Barry's Downtown Prime. All the food inside Circa is good. They also have really great nightlife options. Legacy Club is up on their top floors with a gorgeous patio, like a great view of Las Vegas. They have like overhang bars. They do flair bartending. It's just a great atmosphere. Very Vegas, very party, but still mature, adult, a little more upscale because of how nice the whole place is. If you're trying to gamble, the slot floor is great. It's huge. It's 2 full stories. Really great selection of games. They have those tabletop dancers at their table games, which is amazing. Although I will say their tables are a little higher than some of the other places downtown. So now my cons for Circa. If we want to be picky, I will say they play music very, very loudly on the casino floor. And also just that this is a lot more expensive than some of the other downtown options. It's the jewel of downtown. It's so nice. The rooms are gorgeous. It's on a way higher level. Circa is one you definitely want to try. I think you guys would absolutely love it. And our last pick for first timers, like I said, this was a really hard list to pick, but I'm basing this just on if this was your first time ever to Vegas, I would recommend Palazzo. Now, you could do Venetian or Palazzo. However, I haven't stayed in the new renovated Venetian rooms yet, and I really like Palazzo specifically. Rooms about $240 for the week I found as cheap as, and every room is a suite, which makes this really special. They're very spacious rooms. So if you were to stay for 4 days, you would be extremely comfortable in a Palazzo suite. They are so nice, so fancy. Upscale but very comfortable. Now, Palazzo also has its own pool, and I prefer it to the Venetian pool deck. They're both great, but I really like the Palazzo side a lot. The pool is relaxing. It's calm. This is like a really nice leisuring laying out pool. This is definitely more of like a high-end relaxing atmosphere, and I really enjoy it. The hotel itself is absolutely massive. The Grand Canal shops are attached inside, where you're going to find a huge variety of dining. You're going to find all kinds of amazing restaurants. I know they're adding Bazaar Meat in here soon. I love that restaurant. There are a lot of dining options. It's honestly overwhelming. And if you want to do any shopping, I mean, Grand Canal has got you covered. They have like more affordable stuff, but they also have high-end stuff. It's really extensive. This is where the canal boats run through, and they also run through the outside of the hotel as well. But they also now have a new food hall on the Venetian side, which has a lot of like affordable eats. This is all brand new, and the food is really good there, so that's another great option. In terms of the casinos, the Venetian is one of the busiest on Strip, period. We love gambling here. We gamble here all the time. The slot selection's amazing, and the Palazzo side's a little quieter. So honestly, if you want to avoid a ton of foot traffic, Palazzo can be great because it can be just slightly less busy than Venetian proper, but they're both great and they're attached inside. So you have a lot of options for gambling. They have some good bars. They have Rosina in the Palazzo. They also have Electra. I really like that bar. That one's a good one. This one is a little bit more North Strip. It's still a good location. You're next to the Wynn, and then you're on the other side, there's Harrah's. In terms of cons, really, that's the only thing I can think of, is just that it's a little bit more north than the other options I've listed on this list. And like I said, it can be extremely busy. So if you're not into lots and lots of people, this one and Bellagio are the two that are just pretty much constantly slammed with people, which I think is a plus for most, but do keep that in mind. Okay, I really want to give you guys honorable mentions because, like I said, this was a difficult list to choose just 5 suggestions. One that barely almost made this list is Cosmopolitan. I haven't stayed since MGM took it over, so it got bumped off this list in comparison to Palazzo, but Cosmo's amazing, especially if you rent a balcony room, and the dining options are great. It's a fun casino. That one's a great option, and it's dead center strip, so it's like really close to being my 6th recommendation. For families, if you're like, okay, well, I'm bringing a bunch of kids, Mandalay Bay would be my suggestion to you. It's too South Strip to be one of my favorite picks for first timers, but with the lazy river and it being kind of tucked away like that, I think it is great for families. For my people who are really sensitive to smoke or you have a lot of allergies, Park MGM is a good choice. It smells incredible in there. I love Park MGM. I think it's amazing. The rooms are just a little lacking for them to make this list. And then I also have to mention the Wynn. It is one of the best hotels in Vegas, if not the best hotel in Vegas. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you do not have a budget and you don't mind being North Strip, the Wynn is an excellent choice. When it came down to choosing between the Bellagio and the Wynn, I just kept in mind that for your first time being center strip with the fountain and the conservatory, I also like Bellagio's pool a little bit better. That's pretty much what made that one make the list as opposed to the Wynn, but the Wynn is still an incredible option, and if you're not worried about money, it's a great pick. So that is my list for my top 5 favorite hotels for first timers, plus some extras. If you haven't checked out my other top 5 lists, I have one that is for the best hotels for your budget. I have one for off-strip picks or downtown picks, so do go check those out for more hotel suggestions. I also have full reviews on every single one of the hotels I mentioned. You can go and check out those out for the ones you are interested in. Thank you guys all so much for being here and watching this video. As always, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in our next.